Greetings there, fellow dwarves. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Zed City, episode 46, Deep Mountain Dorm. Now, if you're wondering, this melee does not level him up. And then the size of the symbol over the zombies' heads indicate how much longer they're stunned for, so you can time it so that you aren't standing around them when they go waking up, and that can help you from getting eaten. So it kills like 4 at a time and then hops back out. It does chew up the stored power in our batteries, but, like, I don't know, it's worth it. Plus, in this case, I get, like, another, 15 or extracts, or 12 extracts, whatever it is. Cool. And this room isn't particularly contaminated either. Let's work to finish one bedroom before starting another one. Do this one next. Trying to get all the walls smooth so that there's not disturbed sleep if we're doing it while people are actually in there. Despite all the hunting we did in the last lull, we don't have a ton of meat. I mean, it's not bad, but it's shy of 1,000. We'll be fine for a few seasons, but getting some big game like that bear would be nice. Oh, I also hear a tanky. Oh, there it is. Good to know they're coming in. Look at that purging fire. No contamination everywhere where it's dry. All right, another one is ready. Next up, Lady Stormguard and Guero. All right, but I have to interrupt their deep sleep because we have things to shoot. Guero was like, oh, that's fine. I'm chilling in here. Nighty-night. This pump is pretty soon going to be fully expanded. There's only 4 spaces in its region that need to get dried. Tanky's gone. Ooh. I did not see that. No, don't melee it. Dummy. Repair it. Oh, the power conduit underneath is what is signaling the high damage. And I don't need the power conduit, so I'm just destroying it. Fangface and Exarch, I think Zeus needs your help on the dock. Everyone, like, dismissed themselves, but there's still a lot of zombies out that way. So one more bedroom to do, and then the air conditioning unit. So the air conditioning, I'll probably set up, like, over here, in the safe area behind the base. The aircon units. So let's review what we'll need to do for that. So the actual aircon, outside aircon units will need to be placed outside and pipe to indoor units or freezer units. So I actually put the air conditioners, maybe here's a good spot. So I'll do 2 of them for now. And we'll see if we need... I'll start with 1. It gets a lot colder in this colony than it gets hot. Oh, did you catch friendly? Yeah, you did. Unfriendly fire. Why it's called friendly fire, I have no idea. It's not a really friendly thing to do to friends. You know, shooting them and all. Especially in the hand. I would not want to be shot in the hand. Way too many bones. You know, like more than half the bones in your body are in your hands and feet. Metacarpals and metatarsals. There's a lot of bones there. It's bad. It's not a fleshy place to get shot. Won't that get in the way of the wind turbine? I don't believe it blocks it. No, it doesn't. And then this already has pipes out there, right? Oh, but I will need aircon pipes. So they're different. So then the other thing that they're paired with is aircon indoor units. So the things that we want to aircon... So I guess the question is, should we use the aircon system for the freezer? So right now I have the traditional vanilla RimWorld coolers. And I can leave the coolers in to keep the freezer frozen, or alternatively, I could switch to Dub's Bed Hygiene. So I'll leave it up to you. Because if we do Dub's Bed Hygiene, I can get rid of this chimney here. But for aircon, we'll set up aircon for the bedrooms, and then for the workstation and for the rec. Yeah, I'll do the rec room as well because it needs to be air controlled for the fermenting barrel, and then probably the farms too, because the farms don't have coolers. So it's a lot of work that those aircons will have to do. Seeing that these bedrooms are getting phased out... Well, whatever, I'll just run the pipe under the floors. Cost of energy, what is cheaper? So, generally speaking, solar only runs when the sun's out. So solar is really good at offsetting grow lights, because grow lights only turn on roughly when there would be normally sunlight. So I tend to like a mix of wind turbines, which there's always at least a little bit of wind, so it's always producing at least a little bit of power, with solar to offset sun lamps. So I almost always do a mix of the two. And then if there's ever opportunity to do geothermal, that's ideal because it's like guaranteed all the time on. So I tend to use a power mix of and not just heavily invest in one or the other. Because if you just go like pure wind turbines take up a lot of space, right? Like if I wanted other wind turbines, I could probably only fit in maybe like 1, 2 more wind turbines back here until I couldn't fit anymore. So wind turbines take up a lot of space, and you know, if it's not windy out, then you'll have brownouts. 1 more minute to vote in that poll. Oh, what is cheaper, vanilla or modded? I don't know. Looks very calm out there. Okay, we're going to use the aircon systems. All right. That means for the walk-in freezer, doing something like that. Building aircon into the wall. I think I'm doing that right. I don't usually use Dub's air conditioners, so I don't know the full ins and outs of them. Then in terms of the aircon settings, we are also going to want like a thermostat for each room. And the thermostat will help to control the room's temperature. Oh, it's like all of the rice. But actually, I might go to corn now. Just all corn down here. Oh, I need to wait until morning for when the sprinkler goes off. Because we have a decent amount of vegetables, and corn is just like less work for the effort. So demand versus capacity. There we go. Now I'm meeting demand and capacity. You wonder if it actually works? You know, that's a really good question. I'm not sure. This is a bit of an experiment on my part. We're finding out. I wonder if Xart and Fameface will get to attend the party. Oh, one way I could do to force them to attend the party is to zone them to it. Because if I, or, you know, I could also just have them ignore and set this back to attack once the party's over. There. You could just use one thermostat for the whole system? Probably, yeah. Yeah, I'll try that. A single thermostat for the rest of the system. I'll delete the other thermostats and install this one in the rec room, as that is like a a fine spot to have the base controls, I guess. Still working. So let's phase out the chimney. It's not needed any longer. Let's actually do this piece by piece so we don't mess up our freezer. At some point, I'm going to want to replace the slate, which is not a readily available stone. Well, I guess I could fetch slate from up here. So, yeah, let's do this in slate. I'm trying to have it just look all the same. Just can be rather difficult. Dog's going crazy. Alright, so now that that is walled off, I'll replace that with slate too. And here. Have a nice slate-looking kitchen. Oh, I'm gonna be out of slate. Don't do that. The walk-in freezer is keeping up the correct temperature. Most of the AC, the air conditioner unit's demand, is driven off of this aircon unit here. Which is fine. Getting the roof back. And then we'll do a... I don't think I'm going to need a snow removal, just melt. According to the wiki, this only controls the radiators. Good to know. So the aircon units are their own setting. So if that's the case, I'm going to raise their target temperature above the temperature of the temperature of the radiator, so it stays between 70 and 72. Or maybe just get rid of them altogether, I don't know. I'll just get rid of them altogether. It seems to be redundant, as far as I could tell. I wouldn't mind sending Gwar out here to do a little bit of repair run, and then to get the rest of the roof up. Once, in a second we'll have a zombie, we'll be without zombies. Or not. They just keep piling up. Send more back up. What's with the head on the docks? We take clothing off before it's tattered. But we don't do anything once it's taken off. So the hat is just a tattered piece of clothing that someone took off and left there. And there's really, like, there's not even functionally anything for us to do with tattered clothing other than burn it, so leaving it there is more efficient than bothering to smelt it. Smelting it takes time. Alright. Carefully watching his contamination levels, but because we've had recent burns, and the this moisture pump offers a little bit of zone around it, it's like a self-purifying. I got the solar panel too. Alright, Zeuson's on it. Alright, Redfield, I want you still on duty just in case. He's our strongest shooter. I wonder... No, just eat this on foot. If I want him to start building the roof here. But he's, So I'm going to create his zone. I'm just going to, like, force him to do it now. He's like, malicious compliance, I'll extract serums instead. Alright. Redfield, you're probably fine going in. There we go. Alright. So the shoreline is now all roofed up. And that should allow for most of the traversable terrain to be purged periodically and cleaned of its pollution. Fangface is wearing a dead zombie's hat, yeah. It's not, like, particularly contaminated, so we popped it on. Or in other words, it's fine. So zombie threat is rising back again. In about a day, it will drop to 0, and there will be an opportunity to leave in early spring for going somewhere. So, again, a question. Should I venture out to a ruin in, or use the time to fix the local map tile? You guys could vote on that. And head to the ruin. You know, actually, there's one more choice that I wanted to include. There we go. All right, I'll reset the timer. The third choice is go trade, because we have tons and tons and tons of yayo and some silver. And is officially April May, meaning that the vehicles are more efficient and faster over land. Lord! A cold snap now? A volcanic winter cold snap. Okay. My electric boiler's like, dude, what the hell? And honestly, I don't blame you. This is chilly. These are very impressive bedrooms. That's going to help with morale. Nice. Okay, cool. Finally. I've been waiting. I keep forgetting that I removed the farm zone. And I've been waiting for it to be back so that I can plant all of the corn. What resources am I looking for? I'm not looking for anything specific. I'm open to just whatever's available is available. Not picky, in other words. Just like the opportunity to go somewhere and get good resources. Oh, crop is set wrong to potatoes, and we're pulling everything out. Yep, good job, me. At least we got a little extra harvest, right? Alright, we're almost at the 0 threat, so it looks like going trading is a popular option. I'm going to get my shooters to help clear out the area. We need to thin out the horde so that we can actually drive somewhere. Doesn't need to be super thinned out. Like, we can afford to hit a zombie or two, but not much more than that. Alright, Exarch is about to have a mental break, so send her back inside. Purposely breaking the walls here so that this isn't like a zombie trap. And I will be sending a caravan out shortly. So let's get one primed at the end of the driveway. So I'm going to want a new zone. I'm going to copy the base zone and call this driveway. So very creative. Where I allow people to open the doors and to go into these areas. Oh, Goro was already doing it. But he was taking too long. Then the question is, who should go? Maybe Redfield Zeusin? Zeusin's a good doctor. They're both good shooters. I like that couple. Now, what's going on with her mood? Exarch has been consistently the moody one. Got to keep an eye on that. Okay, load in the truck. Hope they don't have to do one of those, like, load-unload type things, because I hate that. Oh, and I didn't load fuel, so once it's all that's loaded, I'll load up some extra fuel. The bedroom's too nice? Yeah, but, like, the bedroom alone shouldn't piss her off that bad. She's consistently been in a way worse mood than everyone else. Just being a pain in my butt. Actually, maybe I'll send Guero and Stormguard, because if the ruin has turrets, Guero has a shield belt which protects him from turrets. Because hypothetically, if I'm trading and then possibly going to ruins, I don't really need a lot of shooters. So that might be a better combo. I would lose the person who's doing the crafting and trading back home, but, like, that's acceptable loss, I think. Alright, let's pack. I just set haul to high priority. So I start packing up the truck. Because we're going to lose the opportunity to leave in about a half a day. So lots of goodies. Right, load cargo. Chem fuel, let's do 200. I'm not going to take too many chances here. Like, low power situation. Oh, it's already done. Okay, Guero. Driver, Stormguard, passenger? And driving on out. I'm actually going to switch who's driving. So they are going to be free to exit. And let's go... Who are we lowest rep with? Troza? So I'm going to head to Troza to do a little bit of a tribute delivery. All right. Someone needs to come down here and close this, though. And, cheers. Please don't hit the only zombie. Oh, you hit him. And there goes the wheel. And a side panel. And the chem tank. Good hit. Solid hit. Alright. They now need to be set to... Well, I'll let them... Do they have food on them? Yeah, they have 2 fine meals. So after they eat those fine meals, I'll set them to travel meals. Who gave him a license? I mean, he's 2,000 years old. So, some DMV 2,000 years ago. And they might regret having done that. I find it funny that you guys voted for me to set up HVAC, and then I got a volcanic winter cold snap. There is a... That is funny to me in a sadistic way. So the game's like, oh, you want to be warm? Or you want AC? Yeah, but I'm going to make it not worth your time at all. So here you go. Like, thanks, game. You the best. But alas, you voted for it. I will get it done. Given the temperature, there's probably not a lot of... Oh, my wildlife tab's not even working. Cool. Cool. Yeah, there's probably not a lot of animals out here. There's like a cougar and an ibex, but yeah. Otherwise, not a lot of hunting opportunity, I don't think. They are now... No, they still have 1 meal left. Okay, now they don't have any meals left. So, travel. And they're making pretty good time. They're traveling 64 tiles a day, so they'll be there in 2 days. It's not bad. Because we waited for nice seasons. And then once we do the trade and gift of Yayo to pay our, let's call it our dues, I can have you guys decide if they go to a ruin or not. Which I'm assuming you will vote yes. Oh, and I just happened to find pristine ruins. That's kind of on the way. So that is 10 days that I have to stop in, potentially. Cool. So we're still smoothing out the walls for the new bedroom. It's taking a while. We have one old bedroom in use. The crafting room and the dining room are pretty temperate. They're good temperature. Farm is nice and fertilized. And it's a little cold in there. So that's something I might not want to remedy. To change the smaller radiators in there to bigger ones. To keep it warm. Because it's unusually cold, but I might as well plan for the deep chills. If we move enough of the base under the mountain, are we going to let our reputation with the factions turn hostile? I mean, ultimately that's up to you, but I don't think it's wise to do. The winning objective of this scenario is to travel to the AI ship, and defending the AI ship from hostile factions is just a lot harder to do than defending against zombies. And it would require a pretty different set of tactics. So although you guys can vote on me going to war with the other factions for the AI ship, it might be best not to. Unless you want to watch people quite likely die. Stop! God, so many rowdy animals today. So let's do 2 large radiators. Oh, I also screwed up the plumbing. Ick. I'm glad I noticed. That would have been a real problem. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Zed City, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 26th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, a link can be found in the description of this video or at Rhadamant.com. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow zombie slayers.